welcome back to Soulvapes Reviews. Bringing you a nice hardware review today. We are doing the Cloupor Mini 30 watt box mod. Okay, cracking little device this. Before we get started, let's get into the issues. There have been some Cloupor Minis that have caught fire due to the type of glue or hot glue that they're using inside the device. Okay, personally I've not had any issues and I've been using this pretty much non-stop for at least 2 to 3 months now. Okay, but please do bear that in mind if you are purchasing this. There have been some issues, but I haven't heard of any issues for quite some time now. Alright, so let's crack straight into this. I purchased this with my own money from gearbest.com. Okay, so I didn't get this free for review. This was bought with my own pennies. This was originally bought for CC because she wanted a new small mod. But due to the issues, I took this and CC stole my Vapor Shark DNA 30. I know it's not quite the same, blah 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 blah. Alright. But this has turned out to be a cracking little mod. I do have a few issues with it, but it has turned out to be quite a nice little mod that hasn't actually let me down at all. Alright, so let's just give you a quick rundown of the features here. This is goes from 7 watts to 30 watts. Okay, you can also do 3.6 volts to 7 volts. Okay. This is a removable 18 to 650 battery, which does not come with the Cloupor. You have to purchase that yourself. It has a puff counter, well, not a puff count, but it times how long you take a drag for. I don't know. It's limited at 15 seconds, so after 15 seconds it cuts out. There's a pass-through so it can vape while charging. Again, this is where the issues come in, but I may go into a bit more than that. This goes down to 0.545, fires down to 0.45 ohm coil. Adjustable 510 pin. The ohms reading is to 2 decimal points, if that makes sense. So it's 0.01 rather than 0.1. Alright, reverse battery protection. You have a left and right mode like the DNA mods. Magnetic back cover. And an overcharge protection as well. Okay. Any of you that want to know size wise, this is 7.75 centimeters long, 3.6 centimeters wide, and 2.2 centimeters high. I'll go through that when we go to the close-ups. Okay, this does come in black or silver. I have the black one here. Here it is, the Cloupor. Giving you the rundown. I think without further ado, we'll go down to the table. We'll do a quick unboxing. There are a few issues I want to show you up close with this mod. Now I've had it for a while. And then we'll come back up for my final thoughts, pricings, and where to buy it. Okay, so I shall see you down at the table. Okay, here we are with the close-ups of the Cloupor Mini 30 watt. Here's the box. It's a rather nice box. I kind of like this. Got your kite markings on the side there. A little bit of information on the back. QR code. You've got a QR code scanner on your phones. Alright. There we go. So let's open her up for you guys. Nice little bit of foam padding in the lid there. Get yourself a Cloupor VIP card. From what I've heard, this is not worth the plastic that it's written on. Okay. I'm not sure if you want to keep it or not. You get a little information about the batteries, telling you that you should use flat top 18650 batteries and which way around to put them in. You get a little manual as well. It's not the best manual in the world, but it's, you know, it's got the main information on there on how to use it. Blah blah blah. All right. You do get yourself a nice little Cloupor pouch to put your Cloupor Mini into. Nice little touch. I kind of like that idea. I haven't used it personally, but there you go. So this there's the mod. We'll take that out, put that to one side. You get yourself this little kind of plasticky box thing here, which if I can open, oh, I'm not sure I can open this, but you do. There we go. You do get yourself a little bag of spares. Okay, now in there are 4 spare magnets and 3 spare screws. I'm not sure if you can see that, to be honest. Is that good? There you go. So 4 little magnets and 3 spare screws. So you got spare magnets for your door, and then you got spare screws for whatever you want. And they do come in that nice little plasticky thing, so you can kind of take that around with you if needs be. Alright, you get yourself a little, can you see that in there? A little blue screwdriver, and you also get your USB lead as well, which I'm probably not going to be able to get out. Oh yeah, there we go, which is one of those retractable ones, he says. There we go. Alright, so you do get yourself USB, micro USB charger. Personally, I've not used it for the aforementioned reasons of the Cloupor blowing up. There we go. Right, so here is the Cloupor Mini 30 watt. Now, some keen-eyed viewers may see there's some paint missing off the top there. There is also some paint missing off the side there, and there as well. I've been using this for quite a while now, but the paint is coming off, okay? But we will get to that shortly. So let's start at the top. 510 connection, you got some airflow there if your tank gets the airflow from the 510 connection. It is adjustable, but only with a screwdriver. It's not spring loaded. You adjust that with the screwdriver, okay? I have found nearly everything I can get to fit flush, bar my magma dripper, but they are renowned for having a massive 510 on them, okay? On the side here, you got that kind of dimply markings. You got some kind of fins there. Whether that helps with heat dissipation, I don't know. And on the back it says Cloupor, or on the front it says Cloupor Mini. Okay. And on this side you have your main firing button, the screen, and then your 2 other buttons. Okay. On the bottom you do have a micro USB charging point, and I'm not sure whether that would be a reset button in there or not. Not entirely sure on that one. Okay, to slide the back off, you just slide that down like so, and it pops off. Your battery goes into there. Got your nice little tab there. We will put one in now. Positive side goes up, push it in there, and then you just match your magnets up like so. I am one of the lucky ones. I don't have any movement at all in my door when that's on, but I do know some people have had problems with the door, a bit of movement on the door from the magnets. Okay, so to switch it on, it's 5 clicks, 1 2 3 4 5, and you get yourself this little show, Cloupor Mini, and then we're straight in. Okay, you can turn this off as well. 5 clicks again, 1 2 3 4 5, and it turns itself off. Alright, and there we are, coming back on again. Let's just zoom in a touch just to make sure you can see this, guys. Right, so here we are. I have got a scratch on my screen, so please excuse that. On the top there, the top left as you're looking at it, I'm guessing, no, top, yeah, top left, camera's all back around, is your ohms. Obviously that's a 0 at the moment. If we attach an ATI to it, now this doesn't read unless you fire, okay, so as soon as I fire, it comes up with the ohms reading there, and as you can see there, it does have that extra decimal point, so this is a 1.17 ohm coil. Alright, is that focused? Oh, I've lost focus now, look. There we go. So that's a 1.17 coil, okay. Underneath is the voltages that it's pumping through to get the desired wattage. There you can see 3.78 or 3.79 if you can see that on the screen. And then next to it is your wattage setting as well. This button goes up the wattages and this button goes down in 0.1 increments from 7 watts to 30 watts, okay? You can right mode on the screen, and if you keep hold of it, it goes to left mode, so the screen flips round. If that's pressing the and holding the fire button and the plus button. So if you do that again, left mode, and then we flip round to right mode, and the screen's back the correct way. If you press the fire button and the down button and hold, oh no, there we go, it changes the volts, okay? So you can go for, you know, up and down your voltages if you want to use volts instead of watts. To go back, power button and the down button again, and we're back to wattage mode, okay? That's it really, folks. It is a fairly simple device. It's nice and easy to use. I've had no issues with the board whatsoever at all. The only, you know, if you can you just see there the paint, you can see that copper colour coming through. Also just down there, and it's just starting to come off around the 510 as well, as you can see. I've bought a silicone case for it, but it's something to bear in mind that obviously with a bit of wear and tear, the paint work does start coming off, okay? I would just try and let this screen go black for you, or go off, and then I can kind of show you the delay that's on it. We'll just attach an ATI. One other issue I did have was this on the inside actually came off on me the other day, and I had to glue it back in. Just something to consider. It is only kind of literally just glued down a little bit, okay? When you see underneath there is a whole host of hot glue in there, it is not good, not good at all. But as said, I've had no issues whatsoever. This screen's going to take forever to go off now, isn't it? I haven't had any issues at all. You know, it's not heated up at all. It's, you know, I've had no issues with catching fire, anything like that. But I haven't used the micro USB point on the bottom, which, from what I've heard, is what the cause is, okay? But all in all, yeah, it's a great little mod. By the time I get my silicone sleeve on it to cover up all the crappy bits, it shouldn't be too bad. Right, so here the screen is off, okay? When the screen comes on, it's when it starts firing, okay? So I'm going to press the button in 3, 2, 1... See the delay there? It's about 0.8 seconds. Now, in the grand scheme of things, it's not that bad, but when you press the button to vape and nothing comes for nearly a second, it does get very, very annoying, okay? But there we go. That is the Cloupor Mini 30 watt. Okay, folks? I think I've covered pretty much everything there. I showed you how it works. Showed you the few little issues I've had with it, so I shall see you back at the top. Okay, so that was a close-up of the Cloupor Mini 30 watts. Let's dive straight in. My first serious issue, and I've raised this in other videos that I've done recently, is that delay. The delay from when that screen goes off. If the screen's off when you press the button, it's about a 0.8 second, I think it is, delay until it fires your ATI. Now, in my head, that never sounded that bad, but now I've used it day in, day out. The delay really bugs me. It really, really bugs me, okay? I want to press the button and vape. I want to be able to vape by the time I get this thing to my mouth. And I can't. And I still can't get my head around it. And I still start taking a drag, and there's nothing coming out before, until it kicks in. That is one of my big, it really bugs me with that. Straight into the second issue, as you saw, some of this paintwork is coming off on this Cloupor. I've ordered some silicone cases for this, but it is an issue. There is paintwork coming off on the top and on the side as well, and it looks like underneath, it does look like it's copper underneath. I mean, I don't know what that is underneath, but yeah, it's kind of a bit of a bugbear. Let's go into the other issue. The next issue is the USB charging point. Yes, it's on the base, not a big issue for most, not a great spot for me personally, but the issues with the Cloupor catching fire, from what I've heard, have been from the USB charging. I haven't personally used the USB charging because of this reason, so I've just been swapping out my 18650 batteries. I've got a nice LG one in there at the moment. All in all though, to be honest, for the price, okay, over on gearbest.com, this thing is only £19.65p, right? You might even find yourself a coupon code for Gearbest as well, which may bring that down even more. 20 quid for a mod, I'm not expecting it to be absolutely outstanding, alright? I am, however, expecting it to be safe. I've not had any issues myself. I've not used the USB charger, so I can't really comment on that. But in the grand scheme of things, £20 is getting you 30 watts of power. You can flip the screen. You can change the voltages. You can, and the size as well. Do you know what I mean? It just disappears. It just disappears into your hand. It's a fairly heavy beast. Do you know what I mean? Something that size compared to, I know my Vapor Shark DNA 30 uses a LiPo battery, which are a lot lighter. This is using the 18650s, but it is a bit of a hefty weight to it. Do you know what I mean? It's not a bad thing, but you certainly know it's in your hand. But again, for £20, ohms reader, it tells you what voltage you're using. You've got adjustable 510. Admittedly, it's via a screwdriver, but all I use on it at the moment, really, unless I'm kind of doing reviews or descriptions, is the K-Fund there. So I've got it set up for that, and that's it. It just sits there, and away it goes. Let's take a vape. Beautiful. I've got some Vaping King Venom in there. Absolutely fantastic juice. For the money, I think you can't. I don't think you can go far wrong, to be honest. £20 for a 30 watt mod, a very small 30 watt mod. Personally, I'd rather have this over the eLeaf iStick 30 watts. I prefer the looks of this. I think this looks a lot better. It's a lot more compact in my eyes. I definitely prefer it. I'm quite lucky. I haven't got any movement in the door with the magnets. Do you know what I mean? By the time I get my silicone case on it, it's going to look pretty good. I keep coming back to it, but for the price, do you know what I mean? Less than 20 quid. For a 30 watt mini box mod, it's an absolute steal. It is an absolute steal. Would I buy another? I would. I really would. I'm impressed with the packaging. I'm impressed with the little pouch you get. I'm impressed with all the spares and that you get. I've been really impressed with the mod itself. Do you know what I mean? It hasn't missed a beat at all. It's given me exactly what I've asked it. Exactly what I want. It's done exactly what I've asked of it. And I haven't put it under too much pressure. I run my K-Funds on it, which are always around 1.2 ohm coils. Only ever vaping at 12 to 15 watts. So I'm never putting it under too much pressure, too much strain, because I don't want to risk it catching fire. Same reason I haven't used the USB lead to charge it. Just swap out the 18650s. Yeah, it is a good mod. It's not perfect by any means. It's not perfect. Is there actually a perfect mod out there? Probably not right now. But for me, for what I wanted, I was after a small mod. I didn't want higher wattages. For me, it's a fantastic little mod. It really is a fantastic little mod. And it doesn't look half bad as well. Do you know what I mean? It's not the prettiest mod in the world, but it's not ugly either. It's been a great little vape. Let's take another vape, you guys. There was that delay. It started sucking and nothing was coming. Nothing was coming. 0.8 seconds. 0.8 seconds. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Right, I think we'll call it quits. I gave you a rundown of features. You've had the close-ups. I've shown you the issues. We've talked about the issues. There's some really great points to it as well. Some really great points to it. And it is a great mod. You know, it's worked very, very well with me. There we go. I think we'll wrap that up there. The Cloupor Mini 30 watt. Okay. All the links will be in the description for where I purchased it from. There are a lot of other places if you want to buy it direct from the UK. There are places in the UK that sell these as well. Alright. If you enjoyed the video, please do hit the like sub button. It does make a difference, guys. If you want to watch more videos, if you want more content coming to my YouTube channel, please do hit the subscribe button. The more people that subscribe, the more videos I make. Alright. Any of you that are on Facebook, head over to my new Facebook group, Soulvapes Reviews Vaping Lounge. Link will be in the description. Lots of exclusive content over there, competitions, news, advocacy news, Vapors and Power news, new products that are coming out. It all pops up there on the group. Any of you that don't like Facebook, head over to my blog. Lots of great content over there, lots of information over there as well. And over there you can find links and posts to all my social media sites. So you can find me wherever you wish over there. There we go. Cloupor Mini 30 watt review done and dusted from gearbest.com. Your friendly Chinese vaping site. I'm not sure that's a tagline. I just have that, but hey, it sounded good. Did it? I don't know. Thanks for watching, folks. I hope you've enjoyed the review. It's my first hardware review back. Bit rusty. Hopefully I've got my points across. Okay. Hopefully you've seen what the mod looks like, you know, and you can make your decision on whether you want to purchase it. But for 20 quid, an absolute bargain in my eyes. Thanks for watching, peeps. See you again next time. Bye bye for now.